What's going on, guys? It's Coach Nick with Because of Why, and I am your youth life coach, okay? And I want to talk to you today of what makes teenagers happy. Now, there's a million different things, but I condensed down into the top 7 that I really loved and needed when I was a teenager, okay? Because I went through some difficult times, but what really mattered was what made me happy through those difficult times, because everyone has their own story. Everyone goes through something that's difficult, but what makes you really happy? Okay, so I'm gonna condense it down to 7 things. Let's get straight to it. The first one that makes teenagers happy is Q versus Q. Now I want to talk about what that means. Quality time versus quantity time. Okay, I've learned from a lot of millionaires I've been around and billionaires as well that it's not the quantity of time you spend with your kid, it's the quality time you spend with them. Because you can be working so hard as a parent, you can have jobs, you can have a business, you may only have like 3, 4, 2, 1 hours, maybe even 30 minutes to hang out with your family. And instead of just pressuring yourself to take off work or to leave your passion and your purpose, instead of doing all that, just spend more quality time. And what that means is be where your 2 feet are. If you are with your family at the Bahamas, stop thinking about the business or work. Think about how you can make that trip even more fun at the Bahamas. When you're at work, stop thinking about that trip at Bahamas. Be where your 2 feet are. Again, it's not the amount of time that really matters, it's the quality amount of time. Because let's say you spend 6 hours with your teenager and it's just you're not spending any quality time. You're just looking at each other. You're just on your phones. Maybe you went to a movie theater, okay? There's not a lot of interaction, not a building of your relationship. But let's say you spent at least an hour with your teenager. It's not a quantity of time, a large quantity of time, but you spend quality time together where you're traveling the entire United States, or like maybe you're just walking over, or maybe you're doing a race event or whatever it is. I know I said traveling the world within 1 hour, that's crazy, but you can if you have like a private jet or helicopter, okay? Anyways, the point is that you're spending quality time and not focused on quantity time. I have to be there for 6 hours, I have to be there for 10 hours, I have to be there for 4 hours, and you're like, I have business I have to get to, I have a job I have to get to so I can pay for these bills and everything. Totally understand that. Instead of focusing on the quantity of time, focus on the quality of time and being presently aware of where you are with your family, with your teenager in that just one situation, okay? Just be where your 2 feet are. Number 2, L versus S. Now, it's even for adults today. It's not just for teenagers. People want to be listened to, not spoken to, okay? Teenagers, what they want to be happy, they just want to be listened to. Maybe they had something funny or something dumb at school that happened and they just want to tell and talk to you about it as a parent, a leader. You're supposed to listen to them, not judge them for what they're saying or what is happening in that situation. Just listen to them. Just give your ears, give all your attention to them. Don't even play on the phone. Don't even be on the counter and look around or just continue doing your work or your business. Yeah, okay, you're looking at the computer, they're talking to you in your ear, and you're just like, yeah, okay, cool, okay, that happened, yeah, okay, sure, sure. You're not giving them your full attention. Give them your full attention. Listen to them with your ears and just shut your freaking mouth. Just be quiet. Let your teenagers feel heard, and that will make them be more happy, okay? The third one is independence and decision making, okay? When I was a teenager, and I guarantee every adult today, when they were teenagers, they just wanted independence. They wanted to make their own decisions. Sometimes you got to let them fail. If they want to fall on their face, let them fall on their face. They got to learn somehow. But the more you try to just corral over them, your teenager, they're just want to just take your arms off. They're just going to, it's just like fighting resistance. If you're going like this to your teenager, what's going to happen? They're going to push back, okay? Instead, just conform. Let them go. Let them, if they want to make a decision, a crazy decision, let them do it. Let them learn from it, okay? As long as it's not like life-threatening or whatever. But just be upfront. Be honest. Hey, I don't believe you should do this, but hey, if you think so, go ahead. Go do it. Because that right there builds your relationship. You're showing right there that you trust them. And teenagers value that a lot. If you're just like, hey, I'm confident in you. I know you'll be fine. You know what? I trust you. Go ahead. Make that decision. But you're letting them learn on their own. You can't always put the shades over them and cover their eyes so nothing bad happens. They're going to experience it whether you like it or not. You just have to take those shades off and let them experience for themselves. Let them get a taste of independence and making their own decisions. Sometimes they're like, I don't even know why I did that. Hey, I don't know why you chose to do that either or decided to do that, but you learn from that, okay? Because a lot of life is just experiencing, learning, failing, repeating, succeeding, fulfillment. And it all comes down by just making your own decisions. So let them make their own decisions, man, because you wanted to, and I bet you did too when you were a teenager, so let them do the same. Just watch how they turn out, okay? Number 4, reminded they're loved. It doesn't matter if you it, you see, this is a difficult one because I really understand it from another perspective as well. It's more than just saying I love you, and it's actually showing and feeling that they are loved, but it definitely plays a lot in just doing all of it. Show that you love your teenager, show that you are listening to them, but also say that you love them. You don't know what that, if they're having a really bad day, you don't know what kind of negative thoughts they have that they just don't know how to get rid of. And you just saying, hey, I love you. Just say one more, I love you. It doesn't hurt. No matter if they say, ooh, that's cheesy, mom and dad, or ooh, that's weird. You can't be saying I'm a teenager. Who cares? They're your kid, right? Tell them all you want. I love you. You're my kid, man, okay? Because teenagers love to hear that. I love to hear that. I still love to hear that from my parents, okay? So just do that because I know you love it when someone tells them that they love you. It makes you feel good. It's a different type of vibrating feeling inside. It makes you feel awesome. Okay. Number 5, what a teenager wants that helps them feel more happier is a leader and an accountability partner. Now, this plays into this huge game of life because especially within Carmen and I, when we coach the youth on life, it really deals in with their parents as well. Because let's say the teenager, the youthful person is like, hey, I have great habits, I'm eating healthier, I'm working out more, I'm reading more, I'm learning more, I'm taking more action. But their parents are like, hey, why don't you just eat Takis? Or why don't you just eat McDonald's? It's cheaper, we can get it on the way home. Or hey, you don't need to work out, you've been working enough, you're already fit. Or hey, you don't need to read any books, there's too many books, you're not gonna get anywhere with that. If that happens, you as a parent are gonna disrupt and corrupt their brain. They're not going to learn, they're not going to grow, they're not going to thrive because you just don't know what you don't know. You don't know that your words are poison to them. If they're learning that, so it's really a partnership, a joint mission. You both or all three or all four, whatever it is, have to work together as a team. Teenagers look for leaders and accountability partners out of their parents, okay? I'll tell you this cool story. When I was really overweight in middle school, yeah, I was overweight in middle school. My dad actually took me out to the track on my middle school, and we ran 1 mile every single day. He was my leader. He was my accountability partner. Did I hate it? Hell yeah. I ran with T-Rex arms. I was crying. I was like, I don't want to do this. And I was like crawling on the ground. It was ridiculous. But he was my leader. He's my accountability partner. I remember those things, even though that was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, okay? I remember those things, and I just think, hey, if my dad pushed me, I'm going to push another kid, okay? I'm going to push you beyond your limitations of that bullcrap story you keep telling yourself every single day, okay? So if you want to make your teenager happy, you need to show that you are their leader and you are their accountability partner. Don't just tell them, hey, you should go run today. Don't just be a motivator, okay? That lasts for so long. Do it with them. You say, hey, you know what, Isaac? Hey, you should work out, man. You should eat better. How does that make them feel? They're like, dude, you're overweight. You need to work out with me. You need to eat healthy with me. Do it with your teenager, and they love that shit. I'm telling you. They love the leader in you as a parent, and they love an accountability partner that pushes them to grow and be more positive and have a better future, okay? Number 6, trust, not like. Now, Keaton Hoskins, one of our Carmenized mentors, we heard him speak about this, and he was really stating the fact how, as a parent, or actually, it doesn't even have to do with being a parent, but in business and careers, in life in general, it's better to be trusted than liked. Okay? Let me ask you a question. How many people do you like and love in your life? Tons, right? Now, how many people do you trust? The number is probably a lot lower, okay? But you need, the biggest thing right there is trust, and it's not being liked or loved. Let's say your teenager is throwing a fit because you told him no. Hey, do something that corrects that behavior. Not like a huge punishment or a consequence because that makes them want to do it again, okay? But do something where you show that, hey, this is for your better future. I'm not going to let you do this crap. I know what's best right now. Just trust me. Trust me. And throughout life, they're gonna know, hey, I always trusted my mom and dad because they knew when I wasn't thinking right. Okay? And I didn't like them or love them at that time, but I trusted them that they had good intentions and a good heart based on my bad decision making, okay? Even number 7, authenticity. When you start letting your teenager just be themselves, it's so heavy to carry on a mask every day that's like, let's say, 100 pounds. And that mask is having a different character, a different personality, a different set of habits, a different way of speaking and acting and thinking around other people or even around you. There's times where teenagers they can't even be themselves around their family or their parents because they feel like they're going to be judged all the time. You know, it could have been one time, it could be like one time where your teenager was being themselves, expressing themselves authentically, being who they were, their personality, their habits, and you may have said something negative that completely just turned them off. And now they're not being who they truly are around you. So kids, not like just not even just kids or teenagers, but adults, everybody loves being authentic. The weight of the mask is too damn heavy. Just let them drop it. Just be yourself, man. If you love dancing to rock, if you love dancing to rap, whatever you like, let them do that. Let them be themselves. If they want to wear a cape like Superman in public, man, who cares? I wear a cape with them. Okay? Embrace the authenticity. Okay? Let me tell you something. I heard this quote somewhere. I don't know where I heard it, but it changed my life. Every person I told this always like, ooh. Okay, ready? You can be the juiciest peach in the world, but not everybody loves peaches. Just think about that for a second. You can be the juiciest peach in the world, but not everybody loves peaches. Just be yourself because everyone's taken. Live your life to the fullest extent. I hope you have the best day of your life. Those are the 7 ways to happiness as a teenager, okay? So right here, quality time versus quantity time. Spend more quality time with them. Even if it's 30 minutes or an hour, okay? We know you're busy. We know you're up to stuff. You're doing stuff. You're chasing that dream. You're fulfilling that passion. Just spend more quality time. Be where your 2 feet are. Listen versus speaking. Just shut your damn mouth. Listen to them. Let them pour their cup out. Then you speak. Number 3, independence and decision making. Let them get a taste of what it is to make your own decisions. Let them fail. Let them fall on their face. Let them get hurt. Let them get back up. That's where the real lessons come from. Number 4, reminded they're loved. It's one thing to show them that you love them. It's one thing to make them feel like you love them. But when they hear that you actually love them, why not do all of them, okay? That truly grabs their heart right there. Number 5, they want a leader and accountability partner. Someone who pushes them. Someone who gives them structure, discipline. Someone who says no and not yes to everything. Because truly humans, we sometimes love to feel that resistance, that thrill, that no, even though we want a yes. Because it demonstrates that skill of persistence. Just keep going no matter what, okay? Number 6, trust not liked. Number 7, authenticity. Let them be themselves. Let them take off that heavy-ass mask. I know you want to take off that heavy-ass mask and be yourself, so why don't you just be yourself together, okay? So those are the 7 ways to happiness for a teenager. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do, man. Have the best day of your life. Coach Nick, because of why, your youth life coach. See you later. Little brother, just make me